Hey guys, welcome back to another JC Tennis video. So I'm sure you guys have been following some of the results in Halle and Queens this week. The biggest one though, world number one Jannik Sinner got stunned by Sascha Bublik in 3 sets. That's Sinner's first loss to a man not named Alcaraz since last August. Unbelievable stuff to see this guy lose. He's been so dominant in the last year and a half. It's crazy to see him lose to Bublik, but I don't know if we're really surprised, because Bublik, obviously on grass, it suits his game, and we know when Bublik's at his best, he's really a great player. So I'm sure you see this headline. Sinner had some pretty big quotes after this loss to Bublik, kind of how he's been feeling about certain things, and that's what we're going to jump into in this video today. So I'll start with this one. Sinner said, "It's not easy to play here after what happened in Paris." He said, obviously a direct reference to his defeat in the Roland Garros final against Carlos Alcaraz. Sinner was obviously up 2-0 and had 3 match points consecutively in the 4th set and wasn't able to get it done in a 5-hour, 29-minute absolute instant classic. That's going to hang heavy for anyone, I think. So Sinner talked more about the match. He said, "I had my chances to win. In the 2nd set, he gave me a little room to maneuver with his serve, but in the 3rd, I had situations that could have turned the match in my favor. I felt that everything was going to be decided in 2 or 3 points. I tried everything, but it was impossible. He was better in the key moments." That's weird to think. Jannik Sinner, who's been so good in big moments lately. I think of the match against Djokovic, where somehow against the greatest player in big moments, Sinner was better in the big moments. But in this little best-of-3 round-of-16 match, Bublik got the best of him in those key moments. Happens to everyone. Can't really blame him. He finally acknowledged that it's time to take a break. The Italian has implied that he's physically and mentally fatigued after an intense couple of months between Rome and Paris. Yeah, I think it's almost more of that lead-up to the French Open that's probably setting in. I guess that's not true, actually. He didn't play because he was suspended. He just had Rome. So I wouldn't say it's physical. It has to be just mental fatigue, because physically it's been nothing for him. He didn't play for 3 months. Yeah, he went deep at the French, but he didn't play the next week. There's a week off. Then he played. Then he didn't have to play because you get a bye, do you not, in these tournaments? So it's definitely not physical. It's got to be the mental fatigue from that really tough loss from 2 sets to love up. I mean, it's not going to be that long of a break. It's 10 days until Wimbledon. So he's got to hopefully keep training and getting ready for that. And then Sinner's last quote, he said, this is a shocker, by the way. "I'm relatively satisfied that I was able to play 2 matches on grass before Wimbledon," he said after his defeat. Man, for the world number 1 player to say he's just chill, winning 1 match and losing the next, I mean, I don't know how high the confidence is going into Wimbledon for Sinner. You got Alcaraz at the other tournament this week in Queens, he hasn't had the easiest of matches, but he's finding ways to win, and maybe that'll be the theme of these guys this year and maybe their careers as we go on. Maybe one guy is just going to be better at finding ways to win, as he did in that French Open final and as he did in that 2022 quarterfinal. Before Sinner was great, that quarterfinal, Sinner had a match point. Alcaraz saved it. Alcaraz won the match that day, and he won the U.S. Open. And then, similarly, it happened in this Roland Garros final. Maybe one guy is just a little bit better at finding ways to win late. But that's a bit of me rambling. You guys got the story. Sinner said it's time to take a break. He's satisfied with 2 matches. And that French Open final loss affected him in Halle. But knowing him, he's a mentally strong player. He'll be ready to go for Wimbledon. And, yeah, that's all I have for this one, guys. And I'll see you next time with some more news.